welcome to the 5th and final installment of Incredible Sex at Any Age and Stage, sponsored by my longtime partner Phexxi, a hormone-free vaginal gel contraceptive. We started off with some universal tips for bomb sex. Then I hollered at the single folk. Next, I called all couples, followed up by a chat with the married people, and Ryu's gonna tell you who's got next. Keep watching until the end for important safety info. You heard right, mamas. Take some me time because we got some grown and sexy folk business to tend to. Because this content directly speaks to my current situation, rather than giving advice, I'm going to share my top 3 personal ahas that I've had about my sex life since becoming a new mom. Let's get into them. My first aha is that having sex makes me a better mom. So it is important that I combat the feelings of guilt that I have associated with prioritizing my pleasure. And the truth is, guilt and momhood go together like chicken and waffles. I'm actually experiencing guilt right now as I sit here and make this video because there's this thought in my head that says you should be doing something for and with your child. And I have found that the only way to combat this voice is to speak and reason directly with it. So when I feel bad about taking time to get it in, I tell myself that sex includes orgasm, which reduces stress in my body, improves my heart function, and improves my mood. All perks that allow me to be more joyfully present with my daughter. Aha number 2. Your body looks different after having a baby, but that doesn't necessarily mean worse, especially if you work with your changes. So for example, my belly button, the skin on my torso, and randomly the heels on my feet and my nipples all got a total makeover since becoming a mom. To pivot with these changes, I've invested in lingerie that I can keep on during sex that keeps everything in place, and surprisingly, I have found a lot of erotic joy in that. Rather than pressuring myself to feel great naked, I've really enjoyed the nearly nude space, and no matter what the future holds, I'm gonna keep teddies in my rotation. They're hot. Foreplay must be an all-day thing in order to give the erotic a shot at thriving between myself and Jared. Because for us to have sex, our free time, our alone time, Ryu's nap time, our libidos all must perfectly align. And I'm going to be honest, this doesn't happen all that often or for that long, and that means that we must plant the seeds of desire every day in small, barely noticeable ways so that when we look up and realize we're in our window of sexual potential, our lust can bloom in any room. So in short, if you have visited our house and sat down, I just want to let you know that, yeah, we've had sex there. And because our sex life is inconsistent and on demand, we wanted a birth control that kept that same energy, which is why I'm currently choosing Phexxi. Phexxi might be an option for new moms who want a hormone-free option while breastfeeding, or those that are thinking they may want another child soon and don't want to go on a hormonal birth control. Phexxi is a hormone-free, on-demand birth control option that you insert into your vagina up to 1 hour before each act of sex. The application is easy, there is no cleanup, and it works great with my body. If you are interested in learning more about Phexxi to see if it could work for you, go to getphexxi.com and speak with a healthcare provider. And lastly, thank you so much for joining me on this series. It's been incredible. Just like your sex life, right?
Do not use if you have a history of repeated urinary tract problems. Side effects include vaginal burning, itching, discharge, genital discomfort, yeast infection, urinary tract infection, or bacterial vaginosis. Phexxi does not protect against STIs.